Thank you for tuning. Welcome back to another episode of Convos in the Cave. Oh shit! Let me take these gloves off. Sorry guys. I'm your host Mel speaking. Just finished working out. You see the title, man. Today's conversation, we getting into John the Don responding to the culture, right? And we're gonna watch this video. We're gonna stop it in between anytime I get a chance to just elaborate on some of the bars. But yeah, guys, John the Don has finally decided to respond. And for those of you who don't know, John the Don been fighting legal battles with different entities, right, on social media, on social media and YouTube. Yeah, so we, in John's defense, we've been listening to the narratives that have been created without him saying anything, right? And I was wondering, like, when he was going to respond and how he was going to respond. I didn't know if he was going to come with some legal actions and, you know, explain to us what kind of situation we in, like, legally, and respond that way. But it seems as though as he's keeping it on wax, right? And here we are. We here for it. So, yeah. You now tune into Convos in the Cave. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hit me up in the comments. Talk to me. I talk back. In the words of Battle Raps Fanatic. I always want to give him a shout out. Hit me up in the comments, guys. Yeah. So like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. And John the Don, we are here. So we're going to play the video, and then we're going to come back with some commentary at the end because I got some things to say. Let's see who he's talking about. The title of this song is called Crash Out. It's produced by Money Shot Films. And you know, and it's John the Don, called Crash Out Free. So, you know, everybody's been talking about how he's been crashing out, and he's just responding with a song called Crash Out Free. So here we go. So John the Don, man, it's on you. I'm gonna play it back. Yeah. Visuals is there. Crash out. Okay, I see where you're going with that.
Since when handling your business mean you crashing out? Try to put me in a box and fight. What was that about? Guess they figured since I'm from the hill that we could hash it out. But nah, it's up. Only way we settle is with vast amounts.
I think that was a shot of Danny Myers when he said, trying to put me in a box. Since I'm from the hill, you want to hash it out. I think that's a shot at Danny Myers. So, okay, so he out the gate with the Danny Myers response. Okay, so Danny Myers out the way.
Telling me that I don't own that footage that you saw. What was that about? Guess they figured since I'm from the hill that we could hash it out. But nah, it's up. Only way we settle is with vast amounts. You telling me that I don't own that footage that you passing out? Cease and desist. Though there's something you could laugh about, we all lost. Only one that gained from it was cash account. He took that front end. How we forgiving them for backing out?
All right, so here we are, John with the bars. The visuals is there. I'm liking the calm, subtle environment. The cadence is there. I'm feeling the slow tempo beat that gives it a more intimate feel. So you can feel his pain, right? And this is where we go with the battle rappers not being able to make music, right? And you know, between J Mills, Goods, and DNA, I think they put a hell of a display on. So this particular situation right now, he's shooting at Cass. So Cass got his shot. So we got Danny Myers out the way. We got Cass out the way. Let's get it.
When they not happy with themselves, I'm who they mad at. Hate me more than they footage that you passing out. Cease and desist. Though there's something you could laugh about, we all lost. Only one that gained from it was cash account. He took that front end. How we forgiving them for backing out? When they not happy with themselves, I'm who they mad at.
Yep.
Hate me more than they love the truth. That's a sad fact.
Sad
ball
fact,
for ball,
okay.
never off par. Can't combat that. And this how they giving Mr. Consistency a bad rap. Niggas acting like a no-show. Couldn't stop a budget. Calling me a scammer as if somehow I could profit from it. People say they rock with me just privately and not in public.
Okay.
This part of hip-hop is real. I had no knowledge of it.
Oh my God, this part of hip hop is real. I had no knowledge of it. So now we got Danny Myers out the way. I think he threw a little shot. He got Cassie out the way, and it was a little subliminal about facts. But I don't know. Let's see if he got any more else to say about facts. knowledge to God is out the way. This part of hip hop is real. I had no knowledge about it. That was crazy.
Around, calling me a scammer as if somehow I could profit from it. People say they rock with me just privately and not in public. This part of hip hop is real. I had no knowledge of it. Look around, culture going die without the right plan. Watching blogs from an alleged in a white van. What would he be?
God. Watching blogs from an alleged RAP. You know the rest. That was not in the plan. So that's a shot at Chris Unbiased. Ladies and gentlemen, we here. We here. John has responded officially. And if you guys are not talking about this, I don't care how many people in the comments says negative things about this response, but this is the only way that John can feel free and speak freely without being judged. And he's doing it through his music. And all we can do as viewers and listeners is consume the product, right? And that's what we're here to do.
Unbiased, hip hop is real. I had no knowledge of it. Look around, culture going die without the right plan. Watching blogs from an alleged in a white van. Why would he be unbiased to me? Too much spite, fam. He can't get.
Hold on. We got to play that back. And I'm sorry, Chris, I'm biased, but I don't want to put emphasis on it. But the wordplay around that whole narrative is crazy, and I don't want to keep saying that R word. But I'm going to play it back for the people, and I'm not playing it back for that R word. I just want y'all to hear the play on words with John the Don.
No pussy, no out. Culture going die without the right plan. Watching blogs from an alleged in a white van. Why would he?
Watching blogs from an alleged R in a white van? That's crazy, because we all know the stories about how they, those type of people ride around and kidnap and all that. But I don't want to elaborate too much on that. I just want you guys to understand the creativity and the wordplay and how John put that thing together.
Be unbiased to me, too much spite, fam. He can't get no pussy without taking it, but I can. Shout out to that white man, but I ain't in the petty beef. He'll do it.
All right, so here we are, man. We done got Danny Myers out the way, Cassidy out the way, Knowledge out the way, Chris Unbiased out the way, and now we on Chris Petty. 5 people already, and we 1 minute into the song, and he already knocked out 5 people.
Anything, but I can. And shout out to that white man, but I ain't in the petty beef. He'll do anything for a buzz. I just let him be. Playing with my business, shit gon' get.
He do anything for a buzz. I just let him be. Come on, John, talk to these souls, man.
Thick, your neck, I can. And shout out to that white man, but I ain't in the petty beef. He'll do anything for a buzz. I just let him be. Playing with my business, shit gon' get thick. Your next LLC gon' be long lived. People speaking on me early in the morning. Brush your teeth.
Your next LLC gon' be long lived clip.
First, let them be. Playing with my business, shit gon' get thick. Your next LLC gon' be long lived. People speaking on me early in the morning. Brush your teeth first. It's looking like they just gon' ride my wave until they free surf. Rather a mugshot than a picture on a t-shirt.
Yo, shout out to Surf, free to wave. Surf will be home soon. Smack, if you guys are wondering like what's the details of it, just tune into Smack Twitch. He always going live on the Twitch. He dropping videos on Knowledge to God channel, Hip Hop is Real. So if you want to know what's going on with Surf, just try to link up with Smack as far as like watching all the videos and making sure you're on top of whatever information that Smack is dropping. So shout out to URL and Surf, free to wave.
Standing people speaking on me early in the morning. Brush your teeth first. It's looking like they just gon' ride my wave until they free surf. Rather a mugshot than a picture on a t-shirt. Been standing on business for so long, my fucking feet hurt. Easy tried to backdoor me, boy, it's such a bozo. Don't be mad when you the next nigga getting no show. Oh no, do your homework on TROs, bro. You gon' lose regardless, probably better if you don't go. More of what you don't know, it's sad we gotta get to this. You're not the only battle rapper that had a time to reminisce.
Easy the block captain. I'm not gonna lie. Why? I think Do anybody know that that John released this? Why we wasn't talking about this a couple hours ago? I'm surprised that we sitting around still talking about Easy and Cassidy, and nobody's talking about this response, which was one hell of a topic in the last couple of weeks or so. So we got Danny Myers out the way. We got Cassidy out the way. We got Knowledge to God out the way. We got Chris Unbiased out the way. We got Chris Petty out the way. And now we getting Easy out the way. So that's 6 people. That's 6 people that's out the way, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we only 1 minute and 58 seconds into this video.
Let you do the math, and that's exactly how these rumors start. Remember, you don't pay the rent before you tear that room apart. Even
whoa,
if
that was a shot at Math.
Rapper that had a time to reminisce. I let you do the math, and that's exactly how these rumors start. Remember, you don't pay the rent before you tear that room apart.
Hold on. So it seems as though John is, I think he's trying to interconnect Remy Ma and Math. You're not the only one that had a time to reminisce. I let you do the math. And then he goes into directing his bars at Math. I mean, I don't know what that means, but you know it's messy and you know how the hip-hop culture is. So, I mean, I don't know. So reminisce, he got you out the way, too, with Math. All right, so here we are. We got Danny Myers out the way. We have Cassidy out the way. We got Knowledge of God out the way. We have Chris Unbiased out the way. We have Chris Petty out the way. We have Easy out the way. And we got Math out the way. 7. Let's get it.
Even if his arm wasn't dead, I wouldn't shake his hand.
Oh my
talent
God.
that you don't possess makes you an angry fan.
Angry
I showed
fan,
the
that's
battle
8.
facts. Another
Oh my.
way with
Battle
no
facts.
balance.
There we
Went
go.
from broad
Oh, hold
spot.
on.
Even exactly how these rumors.
He's wilding right now. He's wilding right now. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Start. Remember, you don't pay the rent before you tear that room apart. Even if his arm wasn't dead, I wouldn't shake his hand. Bashing talent that you don't possess makes you an angry
Bashing
fan. I
talent
showed
that
the
you
battle
don't
facts.
possess.
Another way with no violence. Went from
Battle facts.
broadcasting every day to radio silence. Did everything I wanted, what I got to prove. Already lost it all, so what I got to lose. It's a bigger flex to rep your family than your block and cruise. If wreck come with it, then I'm stepping in it like my socks and shoes. I'm letting go, finding me time. If I gotta risk it for a ticket, I'ma be fine. Long as I'm staying in my lane and read the street signs. And what's a crash out to somebody with elite drive to die?
Nah, man. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. John the Don has responded, and he did it in the best way possible, and he kept it on wax, right? But I want to elaborate on this a little bit before I end this video, man. So, for the bloggers out there, man, this is one of the reasons why I don't want to be involved in like the gossip and the messiness, right? Because if we are blogging on these rappers and we're using them to, you know, secure a bag, why would you want to create some type of, you know, relationship that has unstableness there, right? Like, I don't understand. That's why I rather negate from doing all of the chatty patty stuff. And for the people, for the bloggers who's been talking about John and calling him cons and John the con and whatever the people in the comments say, for those of you who's been carrying out those narratives and creating that type of space for people to come up to your show or for you to put up a blog and extend that narrative to your fans and your viewers, it's just nasty work to me. That's just me, right? I mean, I get it. Like, you gotta, you know, it's content over everything for certain people, but you gotta stand on your morals and principles. And even if there's any facts to these guys' personal lives, I don't think it's our job to explore that, right? I don't think it's our job to expose that, and I don't think it's our job to create a platform for people to come up onto your show, and you make them expose that between your controversial questions that you ask. So anyway, I say that to say, now that we've blogged about him, right? You guys blogged about him so much, and he's responding. I don't really want to hear nothing negative, because he kept it on wax and he chose his best way to respond to you guys. Because if you think about it, no matter what John does, he's in a lose-lose situation. So what he resorted to what he do best. And you bloggers out there, right? You resorted to what you do best, and figured out the way to attack him through your blogs, which you strong at. So here's John the Don using his strengths and, you know, his therapeutic ways, and finding ways to get at you guys through his raps. And boy, was it creative, right? All of the transition lines that he was saying that was able to segue into each individual blogger is a masterpiece, right? The visuals match the feeling. You just gotta, it wasn't that intricate, right? But if you think about it, I give it like a 50-50 with the intricacy of the bars, the level of difficulty. But this was perfect. Like, this is the beat. You can't get too lyrical on this type of beat. You got to speak from the heart and the soul and what you really believe in. You got to have that reality substance. And this beat catered to that reality substance for me. So, John the Don versus bloggers. John up 1-0. I got to give it to him. So, yeah, guys, there we have it. Tune in to Convos in the Cave. Hit me up in the comments. Talk to me. I talk in that chat. Like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. Please, guys, share the video. Tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm trying to grow this thing so we can put more positive energy out to the world. Shout out to everybody who rock with me in the comments, and all the supporters who rock with me. And I always want to give a shout out to Piper Boy Williams and Goods the Animal, because those two guys are one of the ones who I can honestly say is I can honestly say those guys are some solid individuals, man. So salute to you guys, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. Convos in the Cave, man. We out.